my posts that I'd make. And I'm out of memory on my phone, so Lives is the way it's going for right now till I have time to clear out some memory on my phone. So here's 3 little babies that were outside. I think I did a video last week or over the weekend, and there were 4. And I do have sad news. My favorite little one, number 23, I don't really know what happened, but she passed away during the day today. I came home last night and she was sitting right over here. That food dish wasn't there, and she was pushed up against the building, and I knew immediately something was wrong. The only thing I can come up with is that she ate something that caused her to die, because she threw up later. I took her in the house and I kept her in the house until she passed. But you don't throw up from many things. For emu chicks, don't. So I'm wondering if there was a couple things. There could have been a screw. I had someone help me with this base for here, and I didn't watch as close as I normally do. And I think I said something to him about screws, but he did do some work when I wasn't here, and it's my fault, y'all. If there was a screw that she swallowed, it could have been that. The other thing I'm wondering is I found a couple of these zip ties. This comes with plastic zip ties, which I don't normally use plastic. I normally use metal. But I found a couple of them laying in here, and I did pick them up. But I'm wondering if she found one that I didn't see, because the wind blew and it, see, there's a couple missing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 missing. And I know I picked up at least 3, but I don't know that I got 4. So I'm wondering if she might have swallowed one of those zip ties, and that might have been what the problem was. Either way, it's my fault, and I feel horrible. She was a really important part of future plans for the ranch. And so I'm kind of sad about it that way, but I really liked her, y'all. She was my favorite one out of this little group. So I'm pretty sad about that. But the good news is that this little white chick has a home to go to. I'm not exactly sure when she's getting picked up, but I would guess probably this weekend would be my guess. So this is what they do, y'all. I just put some water bottles in here to see if that might entertain them a little bit. I don't know. Well, I need to find some more stuff to hang out here, or something for them to play with. I just hadn't had time to put anything together. And I don't like it when they stick their little heads and bodies through those holes. It makes me nervous. But that's just the way it is, I guess. So anyway, oh goodness, we got adults over here chasing each other. They are definitely already trying to pair up for next season. There's no question about it. I am going to have to close off pastures here pretty quickly and separate them out, because there's certain ones I want to be together. And I need to know, well, when they're laying eggs, I'm going to have to separate them so I can sell unrelated. So I have 9. 5 of them are for sure adults and ready, because Eggie was ready this year, and the other 4. And he might have been the dad of some of the babies, but I don't know for sure. The males were pretty good at keeping him away from the females. So my yearlings may or may not be ready to lay when the season starts, depending on when the season starts and if they've matured yet. And they could always mature partway through the season, kind of like Biscuit and Butters did last year. Not this year, but the year before. And so we'll just have to wait and see. But I want to pair up Eggie and Pumpkin, so that I have standards only from them. And I might put in a blonde with them, a female blonde. And then that would leave my 1 male. So probably what I would do is I would put Eggie, Pumpkin, and Jelly together. Is probably what I'll do. And then I'll put Jam and Princess Cupcake together, because Jam is really light colored. He's the male. And Princess Cupcake is white. So that way they'll have blondes and whites. And, well, they'll be potentially standards. I'll have to look that up. A blonde and a white. I'll have to remember how that coloring works out. But in any case, I just came out here to hang out with them for a minute and wanted to share with y'all. My heart was broken. I was watching from work on my little chick, and I checked one time and she was still with us, and then she was struggling. I knew it wasn't good, but there really wasn't anything I could do. I looked in her mouth. I tried to massage her neck. She just, yeah, something happened, and that was that. So she's been cremated. I try to cremate all my chicks and just put them back to the earth here, y'all. Anything that dies that's smaller like that, even the geese, if the geese die, I do the same thing. I burn them and let them go back to the earth. I feel like that's the right thing to do. So anyway, and that way there's no predators being drawn or anything like that, which is important. So anyway, I am going to let y'all go. I'm going to love on these babies for a few minutes. And I have 3 new hatches in the house that I'm going to check on. And then there are 1, 2, 3, there's 5 chicks that came after these. So I've got actually one chick that came right after these. And then there's 4 for the next set. And then 3 from the next set. So I've got 4 different sets right now. But keeping a bunch of them, y'all. So like I said, y'all will learn about that later. Little babies, are you being silly? I brought you bottles to play with. Are you going to play with them? I don't know if you will or not. I know, I got to get more creative, don't I? Yeah, and I don't like it when you do that, babies. Please don't stick your bodies through the holes. I'm afraid one of y'all is going to get hurt, okay? Yeah, I am. Hopefully that's not what happened to my little baby. I never thought about that. I don't think so, though, because she threw up. She had eaten something. She ate something she wasn't supposed to eat, babies. Yeah. Right. Right, little baby. You're going to go live with your mama pretty soon. Your new mama. That'll be your 3rd mama. And hopefully your last. Yeah. Yeah, babies. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to run. Y'all have a wonderful evening. It's a beautiful spring night out. And trying to hang out outside as much as I can. So I hope y'all do the same. Night, y'all.